Hello, this is Arian Foster, professional running back, and today's tip is very rudimentary, but it's necessary for every running back, and that is the proper stance. Now, I start out by saying the proper stance is whatever you feel most comfortable with. A lot of offensive coordinators, they like to tell their running backs how to stand and which way to stand. You get the best get off how fast you get out of your stance by your comfortability in the stance. So what I like to do, I like to get a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. I like to put my hands on my knees. You'll see a lot of guys get shoulder width apart and they put their hands here, or you see a lot of guys here with it. It's really just depends on what that running back feels most comfortable and how fast he gets out, because that's essentially what your stance is for, is your burst out of it to go get the ball and receive the handoff. So I like to get a little bit more than shoulder width apart. I'm a little bit slew-footed, so I don't like my feet narrow or straight with the sidelines. I like them a little out. That's just how my body works. I like to bend over like that, keep my arms straight. I like to look forward. A nice tip to give a running back is what his eyes are doing before the snap, because you'll see linebackers looking at you to try to see what you're going to do, and you don't never want to eye where you're going. So when you're looking, try to throw them off of what you're doing. If you're going left, kind of look heavy right, look right, look right, look right. It kind of gives them a little, and you can kind of see them look over there like, what's over there? Nothing's over there, you're tricking them. There's a lot of little eye games that goes on during the course of a game, especially on the professional level, because there's so many reads that's going on. The linebackers are reading you, you're reading the linebackers, the quarterback's reading the linebackers, the quarterback's reading the safety's reading the quarterback. There's a whole lot of mind games going on throughout the course of the game and right before the ball is snapped. Any little edge, any little advantage you can get towards the defense to try to trick them, hey, I'm all for it. So what I like to do, I like to make sure my stance is right, give them a little eye movement, and right before the ball is snapped, because you know what the snap count is, the defense does it, and that's an advantage. Right before the ball snap, it's very subtle, but what I like to do is I like to rock forward and get on my toes. A lot of the times you like to people like to sit back on their heels. You can't get any burst out of that. Rock forward, get on your toes. You don't want to false start, so it's very subtle. And if we have a stretch play to the right, I like to get a little drop step. So it's a drop step with my back foot. I'll drop and I'll bring this one forward like that, because it creates sudden your quick twitch muscles, and it gets your muscles reacting a little faster. So it's a drop, and out of the drop, I like to bring this high. So I like to bring my leg as high as possible. It gets your turnover going on your steps. So initially it looks like this. It's nice and subtle, but I think it's a tip. It gets you going forward very fast, and that's what you want to do as a running back, is you want to hit the hole. Depending on what level you are. In high school, I was always taught like this. The holes are like this, and then they close. In college, they're like this, and in the pros, they're like this. So the faster you get through this hole, the better it is, the more yards you make, and the happier life is for your coach. Once again, this is Arian Foster with the proper stance, eye movement, and acceleration out of your stance. Hit the hole, your coach will be happy.